What's up, fans of everyone's most favorite MK channel? Lamau. Oh man. I was, excuse incoming. I was trying to, like, piece some sillies together. Well, setting this thing up again. Because I realized I fumbled some of the stuff that I did during the schedule this time. Nothing that anyone could actually see, but like stuff, you know. But I'm pretty sure I made up for it by already making like another special thumbnail. If only it was like actually special. Because I don't know, it's a tiny thumbnail. But yeah, anyway. Today is such an epic day. The 1st of December. Oh my goodness. Yesterday was the first Advent. Hog. And today's the 1st of December, and in 23 more days it's already like Christmas, basically, right? That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, that's it though. I still feel like a little bit sick, although I'm sure I'm mostly fine now. Which, that, if nothing else, is pretty nice. Yeah, stuff could still be a little bit better. Plus, I'm mega tired again. I really would have liked to take like a nap today, before stream at some point, but I was like, damn, I kinda can't. So I didn't. Ugh. Yeah. But preparations have started for other stuff as well. Tehe. Whatever that means, Mr. Streamer. Am I right? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. But fancy stuff or whatever. It's yeah. It is what it is, basically. Oh man. But all of that weird stuff aside, it's Nukitashi Monday. Yippee. Episode number 17 already. Dare I say, a little bit deeper in already than I probably would like to be. But I'm also pretty sure we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere, probably, maybe. Hopefully. But yeah, I expected this to be a little bit faster, I think, and now I'm already at like 17 with pretty much consistent, at least 2-hour-long episodes, and it's like, I don't know. Am I getting anywhere? Am I not getting anywhere? Not sure, but I'm making progress, if nothing else. That one I'm quite sure of. Yeah. But also, while I was silly doing stuff and you know, not being able to sleep and that kind of stuff, we got the Fumino. Yeah. We got the Fumino. Very nice. That's mega progress last time. That's huge with the raid and everything there. But yeah. That aside, what was I saying? Something, I'm sure. Probably, maybe. But yeah, because I'm so EP, this time I came with a extra thick gamer juice. Which is hopefully going to get me through this somehow. But if I just fall asleep during the stream, I don't know. Oh man. Nah, I'm pretty sure that shouldn't happen. That would be crazy. Where's my game though? Hmm. What a pain. Me looking through my silly stupid folder of all my thumbnails looking for my game. But now I have a funny little gruppo.exe file on my desktop for convenience. I don't know why I didn't manage to find it this time. Gruppo. Followed by Weta-chan and the usual. Well, I'm not quite sure, but it's pretty long, right? Something. Nukige. Mitaina. Or whatever. Tashi. Probably. Yeah. Page 3. Fresh start. Something. Preppy bitch. Dro. But yeah. Last time. What happened last time? Nothing much. We just got like Fumino because we went somewhere and then oh no, even more happened. I should start with we were clueless and just doing shit as per usual, just being silly and stuff and like haha, virgin of the soul or whatever. And then the old man was calling like, hey yo, stupid, I found the girl. What the fuck are you doing? And then he sent us off to this random mansion out there in the jungle, somewhere on the island, where no one has ever been, apparently. And then the Yakuza were in the mansion, and they had Fumino-chan. And then we got in there, and then we, just kind of picked her up. And fought our way out of there. Oh yeah, and then we also, I almost forgot about this. We had another epic boss battle against Reizin Tokasan. But of course, Junnosuke Tachibana is not one who is easily defeated, right? So got past that hurdle as well, one could say, I guess. And I think after that we just immediately skipped all the way forwards to now we're at school the next day in the base, right? But yeah, big battle against Yakuza, we got Fumino-chan, everyone got home safely, aside from Junnosuke, kinda, but yeah. Yeah. Not much more stalling. I gotta get a move on before I actually fall asleep, oh my goodness. Yeah, but yeah, just type very, very loudly. And surely I will wake up to hear. No, but like today could actually be like a clean 2-hour cut, maybe. Unless I you know, don't fumble terribly and then I'm like, oh shit. But yeah, nah, things should be fine. Same business as usual, not much of a big deal. But I don't know. Do I read better if I'm tired? Good question. I don't know. But yeah, at school the next day. Seems good so far. But we're also starting nice and easy. Not much to see here. As I arrive at the base, I am greeted with tearful smiles. Oh my goodness. They missed me. They were so worried about, well, not me, but Junnosuke Tachibana. Desu. I know that's right. That one's easy to, you know. That one's easy. But yeah, Tachibana. Hick, you're okay. Sure I am. Of course I am. You should know by now, it will take more than that to bring me down. Little bit of using it. And I can surpass anything. Probably. Apparently they already gave Nanase the third before I got here, and she just shrugs. They already gave Nanase the third? Nani? That's some sort of saying that I'm not really getting here. I'm assuming it's something like the rundown of what happened, but like, I don't know. Plus, she was actually there when stuff happened, except I think it was kinda implied that she was pretty much mega dead. And we just went for a quick revive once the boss battle was over and then carried her back or whatever. I think is what happened. But yeah. She got the third or whatever. Sorry for worrying you. I forced a smile for the teary-eyed Hotori and rested my hand on her shoulder. What? I'm so glad you're okay. We suddenly lost contact with you and we thought you might have gotten attacked or something. Yeah. Funny story I got here for you. Except he would never tell them anything about this.
かない虫噛みつぶしたみたいな顔してるよ。
Huh? What's wrong? You look like you just bit down on some nasty tasting bug or something.
わたちゃんには美味しい虫があるのか。
Care to tell us if there are any non-tasty tasting ones? Bag of fried bugs or whatever. A common occurrence at the well-known Scrandle daily game that all the VTubers always play. If you know, you know, or something.
イナゴとかハチの子供とかは割と珍味だったりするわね。
Yeah, in some places, grasshoppers, which I think is butter. But that sounds kinda, I don't know. But yeah, grasshoppers and hornet larvae are considered delicacies, you know. Actually.
イナゴとかハチの子供とかは割と珍味だったりするわね。
She doesn't say that. But I watched Kamen Rider before. And if you don't know... Rider Ichigo. Or Nigo? I don't know. But like the first one. The OG Kamen Rider. Is supposed to be a human/grasshopper mix type guy, which is kind of random. But they're always like Bata Ogu. But maybe that's the enemies. I'm not sure. But yeah, the OG guy is like he's a grasshopper. Nowadays, like the most modern ones, I've never watched any of those. I haven't even finished the first 100 episodes. But the most modern ones are like candy or something. But that's something else entirely. I don't think that's related to anything right now, but fun fact or whatever is what people would say.
どちらにしろ大人の味ですから、わたちゃんは食べられませんよ。
Well, grasshoppers and larvae are grown-up flavors anyway, so Wata-chan wouldn't be caught dead eating them. A little bit of a sly remark from Asa-chan. Aye.
子供じゃないですけど。
子供じゃないですけど. Of course not. Everyone knows. Maybe.
あ、イナゴの佃煮ならちょうどおやつに持ってきてますよ。
Oh, I actually brought some soy-cured grasshoppers.
キャー、虫が甘辛く煮てある。
Yeah! Sweet and sour bugs. Yikes. Wata-chan was right on the nose when she said, I got attacked. That's to be expected, though. I mean, yeah. After all that happened yesterday, everyone got attacked, pretty much, right? It's just a thing that happens during combat. I actually managed to come out on top in my sexual battle with the student council president. Yep, my soul is still that of a most pure virgin. Supposedly. It feels like this excuse is getting stretched a little thin by now. Though...
記憶が新しいうちに今回の反省会でもしておきましょうか。
Back to the chill times. Alright, let's debrief. Better late than never.
何せ逃げるわけじゃない本格的な戦闘は今回が初めてでしたものね。敵も本物の銃持ってましたし。
This, undoubtedly though. Unless you really like knees. has to be one of the worst CGs in the entire game though. If you like Asane. Because, well, she's just getting covered all the time by those darn portraits, man. That said, I'm sure I'm covering Misaki's niece myself here. But again, unless you really like those, which I think that's like, whoa. I mean, okay. But there's lots of other stuff that you could enjoy on this one. Except for Asane-chan. Because then, yeah, enjoy Denise while you can or whatever. Anyway, that was our first real battle where we didn't just run away. We were even up against people with real guns. The Yakuza. The FS/SHO, of course. I think still didn't use real guns or real weapons. Well, the ones we actually fought just had FS riot weapons. Thanks for confirming. But still, we did have a gun pulled on us, or Wata-chan had one pulled on her, or whatever. Still, I never thought they would be that skilled in combat. Hi. I was useful, wasn't I? Yeah, it was a total coincidence, but you were really the MVP there. Some sick ass chair action, as per usual. It's because I'm the oldest and wisest here. Even if it wasn't really on purpose, I'm glad I was able to help. Nanase pulled well more than a weight as always, and was able to keep us moving without needing to worry. Really? That's just what scouts do, I guess. Something of the scouts code or whatever. Time for some league or whatever. Captain Timo on duty or whatever. Hell. Huturi was vital, since it was only thanks to her that we were all able to get out of there safely. How you managed to find that random abandoned vehicle and use it to get us out of there is beyond me. She could drive. Where did that come from? I'm just doing my thing, you know. Asa did well as always, and everyone, really. My plan to set you and Nanase up is coming together. Ani? What about me? Yeah, what about me? Did I make myself useful? Well, I gotta say, you didn't really do much on the front line. They read you like a book and you didn't manage to land even a single hit. Says you! You got knocked out like instantly. And then, I mean, yeah. Maybe that was for the best, but who are you to talk, man? What the hell? Nanase did most of the fighting, didn't she? Oh no. Me and disagreeing with Wata-chan. I can't. But, huh. also Haro Sopanaki. Yippee! And while I'm at it, Haro Emke Ch. Welcome back. Or whatever. This game gets so much more art than any game that I play. Also hi. I'm now an MK auntie because he disagree with Hinami-chan. I mean, she's not really making anything you could disagree with. Actually. Because if we look at this properly, she's clearly saying Nanase did most of the fighting, little bit of a stop, and then didn't she? You know? She doesn't actually know. She's like, surely this is what happened. But she doesn't know for sure, which is why she's like, didn't she? But she wasn't even there or anything, so it's like, you know, it's a bit difficult and like, But yeah. As for Soap Nike, yeah, I don't, I mean, maybe it's just, again, because this is like a newer visual novel. The new gen. But, compared to everything else that I've played so far, yeah, damn, this is, kind of advanced in various ways, which is... That's something. I like that. Again, my most egregious comparison. If that's... I don't know. But Muramasa took me like, how many hours? Triple digits, easily. Or just, you know, any ending at all. And like, it was so long and there really wasn't all too much happening at all. In terms of like, you know, all this kind of stuff. And here you have like characters going for a blink and they change expressions and go like up and down and various portraits and all that kind of stuff and whatnot. But yeah, anyway. Hinami is actually okay with people disagreeing with her, so it's not a problem. Soap Nike doesn't know. But Luli janai desu kedo, or whatever. She hates when you disagree with her. In case you know, you don't know. But if you know, you know. Or you don't, and you don't. So you don't know. I don't know. Moving on. Or something. Even when we rushed the garden, we only got out of there in one piece mentioned, because of Watatan's possessed chair martial arts. Possessed chair. I guess that's kinda true, but I was hoping she would have some actual, like, wrestling type moves. Just, you know, as part of her build. Because she already has the chair, you know. Surely that has a couple more uses than just, well, it boosts my height by like 30 centimeters when I step on it. But, yeah. Did my companions defeat everyone else? Come on, I must have been useful somehow, right? What about the ones we found in the corridor and I grabbed that one FS girl to use as a meat shield? For example. What about this? Yeah, we heard about that over the radio, Tachibana. That was, Bro, real talk. You fight like a cartoon villain. Really now. I am pretty much unarmed, and there's like 50 of them, and they all have at least like some sort of revolver. They can't use them as meat shields? Come on, man. What the hell? Massive standards on these ladies here. Holy heck. Huh. No way, man. Me, the one who wants to destroy the perverted sex law and overthrow this island? You even monologue like one, my dude. That's absurd. I should be a soldier, fighting on the side of righteousness. But I've really been a villain all along? What? So I'm just useless then, and a villain. Some leader I turned out to be. Whoa, whoa, Tachibana, don't start crying on us. But evil bosses are really cool, right? Yeah, Wata-chan, I don't think that's really what he wants to hear right now. I guess she at least said that it's like cool or whatever. That's... I mean... take what you can, I guess, in that situation. God. God, what a handful. Jun, listen, okay? Real talk. What do you want, lady? Maybe you were kinda deadweight in combat, and yeah, maybe you do act like a cartoon villain sometimes. Blah. 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 But you were the one who gave us directions and kept us coordinated, right? Yeah, thanks to, I would like to say the Ariadne protocol, but we didn't use that. We just had Asa-chan give us some directions, right? At least throughout the first half, within Dimension, and then after that it was kind of like, you know, technically everyone for themselves, but we're just 5 people, so yeah. Huge W for Kageaki for realizing he wasn't a good guy at the start. Yeah, I mean... yeah. But I mean, that's not really all too hard to get, you know? He wasn't like a mega evil, and it wasn't really him who was like at all evil, but it was like, hey buddy, you kill a bad guy, now you gotta kill a good guy. It is what it is, it just needs to be balanced out, you know? 1 for 1, an even trade. And it's like, ah, crikey. Though enlightened analysts would now say, well, actually now, Emke, listen. Actually he is evil. Because evil and good are both based on his perception. You know? And what if he, you know, imagined all those helpless children and random civilians to be bad people as well? Then he would never have to have killed any of them, right? Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I wonder. Is Junnosuke that evil? I guess to most people he probably would be, because most people would be like, horny sex law on some secluded island? Sounds kinda wicked actually. So, yeah, why would a random bozo 6'9" come in and be like, I gotta stop this? I don't know. Maybe he is evil. Maybe he really is evil. Haven't thought too much about that yet. That'll be further analyzed in the post-playthrough analysis. Or something. Okay. But yeah, directions. Coordinated. Watashi! Origa! I don't know about that one.
さあ、状況に合わせて的確な判断をして、どう動くべきか指示が出せる。それってすごいことでしょ?
Yeah, you took our established strategy and adapted it as the situation evolved. Not just anyone can do that. Oh, yeah. So, I did help after all, didn't I?
今後も作戦立案は私の仕事。その場で最善の手を考えるのはあんたの仕事ってことで、頼りにしてるわよ、リーダーさん。
リーダーさん? Next time, I will devise the strategy as always, and then you will be the one to figure out how to implement them in the field. We will be counting on you, leader-san. Yeah. Makashite kure, or whatever. Leave it to me.
あっという間に元気になりました。
Wow. Just like that, he's all cheered up.
やっぱり七瀬ちゃんは立花君の扱い方が分かってるな。
She really knows how to handle him, doesn't she? Oh. This makes you guess. If you pick Watachi, would someone else be saying this line? I wonder. I wonder. Time and time again. But, I don't know, she seemed so risky to pick for some reason. I couldn't, man, I couldn't. But, yeah.
伊達に付き合いが長くないからね。
Yeah, they have been working together for a while now.
そうです。立花さんは心の底から脳筋ですが、比較的に頭の使える脳筋ですから。
It's true. Tachibana's a meathead deep down, but he knows how to put that meathead to good use. That, meathead? Which one are you referring to here?
頭のいい脳筋だもんね。
A meathead with a meaty brain. So you mean both of them then? Do you know already? Who told you? Wata-chan. Suspicious. Asane Sampi plan is progressing, huh? True. Something else to explore in the two other routes, perchance. What would her feelings be if you were to go for one of the other two? And I know she, for some reason that I don't remember, doesn't like Hotori. Nana's of course like, nice, that's P. Right? W's in the chat for that one. Wata-chan? I don't know. Seems, in that regard at least, a little bit like, perchance, a neutral pick. You would maybe get some mean comments from her. As in like, oh, Odi-chan, are you really picking that one? Interesting, interesting. Huh. Though as your little sister, I guess I can't really complain all too much. if that's how it is. And then Hotori-chan. I don't remember, but they kind of don't get along too well, right? There's something going on there. So that would probably not be all too great. But who knows?
そうそう。バカなゴリラよりはだいぶ賢いんだから自信持ってよ、兄。
Yeah, you're smarter than the average gorilla, so you should believe in yourself more, bro. Is that supposed to be a compliment? It felt pretty damn backhanded, but I can tell they probably mean well. I will let it slide for now.
それで私たちが作戦行動を行ったそもそもの理由となった子についてだけど。
Finally, important stuff. What about the girl we went through all that to find? She should be getting here soon. I hope. Just as the words leave my mouth, the elevator bell dings. Ding! Or whatever. We all exchange glances and rush off to the strategy room. Standing there is... Mechakurezi Oji-san! Eh? Nande? Oh. Just kidding. It's Fumino-kyun, of course. A girl dressed in a boy's uniform. You are Fumino Kotoyose, right? She removes her baseball cap, setting free her long, flowing hair.
やっぱりこの子だったんだ。前にビーチで会ったよね。どっかで見た時あるなと思ったんだけど。
Oh, this is her. We've run into her on the beach before, right? I thought she seemed familiar. The girl Fumino-kyun gives us a slight bow. That's not it. Nani? That's not where this déjà vu comes from. It's from some point much further back.
改めまして、皆様。私の名前は琴寄文乃と申します。
Oh. Super formal once again. Even I can tell. Please allow me to properly introduce myself. My name is Fumino Kotoyose.
この度はお助けいただきましてありがとうございました。
And I would like to give you my most sincere thanks for rescuing me.
際して多大なご迷惑をおかけしたこと、ご勘定いただきたく、伏せてお願い申し上げます。
I have caused you all great inconvenience. I would be most grateful if you were to forgive me.
あ、いえいえ、これはご丁寧に。
Don't worry about it. The classic whenever someone starts getting formal, it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Calm down, buddy, calm down. No need to get on your knees for this one. I was just doing what anyone would, really. Except without all that confidence there at the end. I love her vocab so much. Yeah, I do too. Nani? The overly formal, honor-speak type samurai gebrabbel is, I dig that, as they would say. That's very nice. The kudere whisper. That too, I guess. And then, in stark contrast, the demonic crimson red eyes of death, which perfectly fit our NLNS logo and our ultra crimson red gaming mouse. But hey. She bows her head so deeply that we all frantically bow as well. Even so, she remains stone-faced. Her expression is almost cold. However, her aura is one of a girl from a noble family and rich upbringing. She seems hard to approach, but her gaze never wavers from us. Except, she has her eyes closed, buddy. What are you talking about? So, why was a girl like you targeted by the Yakuza of all people? What the hell? Or whoever they were.
あの者たちは列島の任教団体であるようです。幾度か刃を交えたことがございます。
Damn. Those people, they are this island's Yakuza. That was not the first time they and I crossed swords. Crossed swords, huh? It says, the sniper. What she's saying is that they've fought multiple times before. Why would the Yakuza want to get their hands on you?
主にかの者たちのしのぎについて私は横槍を入れておりましたので。
Huh. Most likely because I've been interrupting their attempts to do business.
立花くん、どういう意味かな？
Do you know what that means, Tachibana? Hotori, do you remember the guys who assaulted you that one time? Which one time? That happens, like, all the time, but sure.
裏ビデオとして流出させるとか、人生で一番怖かったことの一つですね。
Huh? Oh, yeah. They were filming black market videos. It was one of the most terrifying things that ever happened to me. Yeah, I bet.
ちなみにその次は、アナルに入れた美少女フィギュアが中で引っかかって抜けなくなった時です。
Although, something that came close was this one time after that when I got a figurine stuck up my ass and I couldn't get it out. なるほど。
聞いてねえから黙ってろよこのインバイが。
Who the fuck asked you? Shut your whore mouth. Wait, what? They didn't seem like first-timers. They were used to using the black market as a source of income. People like that.
一般的にはヤクザって言うわよね。
Normally associated with the Yakuza. Indeed. They've got underground porn videos coming out all the time apparently. Looks like we nailed it. In other words, you've been shutting down illegal activity on the island behind the scenes.
それほど大それたことはしておりません。邪魔をして逃げ回っていただけですので。
Nothing so grandiose as that, I'm afraid. I immediately make an effort to get in their way and then flee. Make an effort to get in their way, by the way. Get inside, 350 feet away, wind blowing at like 5 kilometers an hour from south-southwest. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. Boom headshot or whatever. Ain't a big deal or whatever. Damn. Kiryu going out of business due to Fumino. Bullshit to this. Kiryu. Why do I not know? Ah! Why do I actually not know? Once again, the only thing that's coming to mind is fate, but like, no. But anyway. casts her eyes downwards. Even against Yakuza with live ammunition, she did that. Have you been fighting them alone? She's even younger than Asane, but she's been on her own all this time.
こんな小さいからだね。
You did all that at your age? Nanase is impressed as well. Who? She stands out even now. There's a resolute will shining. Oh, fuck, way to go and butcher that one. There's a resolute will shining in those strangely colored eyes of hers. She's not just a regular person like the rest of us. Nonetheless, we were told you are the key to bringing down the perverted sex law, but I can't say I understand how. Fumino, would you have any idea why?
いえ、
Yeah. So she doesn't even actually know. Oh my goodness. Kiryu, the dude from Yakuza games. Damn. That was mega obvious. And I mean, that was like... The name was in the headline. Damn. That's a big name. And it was like, Steins Gate? Fate? No. And one of them doesn't even have a Kiryu, I'm pretty sure. So, what the hell? But yeah, that guy was fighting Yakuza as well. While being a Yakuza as a civilian. Or whatever. And then also, you know, and yeah. I haven't really gotten to continue that either. Maybe that's a funny little thing to do offline as well. I don't know. For funny Let's Play uploads. But who? Damn. Those games take quite a while if you do side quests. But yeah, she doesn't know. And again, last time I sat here and I remember I was thinking about this as well. Like, just one random girl thing removed from the equation. Like, what kind of, like, thing could there be that could instantly get rid of the perverted sex law? Like, I mean, I don't know. And you're telling me the answer to all this rests within her lap? Apparently so, but I legit can't even think of a reason. Other people be like, are you stupid? I can think of like 5 trillion billion million reasons. But like, we're already like in this scenario to begin with, you know? Like, yes, in the real world. Bozo, this is not the real world. Damn, schizos or whatever. But, I don't know. I don't know. She shakes her head slightly.
この通り、私はただの小娘です。島の条例を潰す力があるとは到底思えません。
As you can see, I am just a girl. I don't understand why anyone would think I have the power to bring about the end of the island's law. I guess that's that.
となると、いよいよわけがわからなくなってくるわね。
Looks like we're still in the dark, huh? If anything, we know less than we did before. For one thing, why hasn't the old man contacted us? We sent word of our success yesterday. However, he hasn't gotten back to us. After stressing so much how urgent our mission was, why is he giving us radio silence now? I thought rescuing her was a major accomplishment. I thought it would bring us one step closer to the end of the law. In the end, though, it's just left me more lost and confused than before. The answer rests on her lap. My name is The Answer, by the way. Is it really? That doesn't sound right, but maybe it is. I wouldn't really know. Kotoyose, maybe, but Fumino? Answer? Nah. But I feel like Kotoyose is something that I hear sometimes. Wata-chan! You have to answer me. Please, onegai shimasu. But also, yeah, she's just a normal girl that has incredible sniper skills or whatever. Tehe. Oh. It's my name. I am resting in her lap. Naruhodo. That one, yeah, that sounds like it makes a little bit more sense. But yeah, that's that. We didn't really actually learn anything from that. Now it's evening or whatever. After that, I dropped Asa off and escorted everyone else home. The usual. Nanase then came with me home again. That's quite unusual. She's going to be cleaning the kitchen once a week going forward. You get that? Her regular housekeeping was interrupted by that emergency call yesterday, so she didn't get a chance to deal with dinner. Nanase seemed concerned about that, so yeah.
いいじゃん、来てくれたならありがたくそのご好意を頂戴しようよ。月曜日まで家で七瀬さんを拝めるなんてお得でいいじゃん。このまま匂いを定着させてほしいが。
Yes, no, pero. Oh, I don't mind at all. I'll happily accept Nana's kindness and kowtow to her all the way till Monday since she does so much for us at all. And also I want to send to permeate the house. Yuck, 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 yuck. Okay. Sampi or whatever. Yeah. I get you, I hear you. Reel it in some, you little shit.
いいのよ。やり残しがこそばゆいし、お給金もらってる仕事だしね。
It's fine. I don't like leaving things unfinished. Not to mention, I'm getting paid to do this. Yeah. Sluts are definitely getting paid to do stuff, I guess. She ties her hair up and tightens her apron.
さて、まずは台所の隅の埃から取っていこうかしら。
Alright, first things first. Time to dust the kit. Shit. Addy? Hey, Nanase, you okay?
あれ、平気。ちょっとふらついちゃって。
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Just a little dizzy.
平気ですか？吐き気なんかありませんか？
Are you sure? Do you feel nauseous or anything?
ちょっと体に力が入らないみたいで。
Yeah, a little. I'm feeling kinda sluggish. Sit on the floor for now. Lean against me, babe.
サンキュー。今朝からちょいちょいあるのよ。立ちくらみみたいのが。疲れたのかしらね。
Thank you. Since this morning, I've been getting waves of dizziness. Maybe I'm just tired. Your pulse and temperature seem fine.
疲れもあるだろうけど、もっと別のダメージが残ってる可能性もあるね。
Yeah, maybe you are just tired, but there's a chance that you got hurt somehow. You think it's from the attack yesterday? You didn't break anything, but you hit your head pretty hard.
何よあんたたち、慌てすぎだって。
What's up with you two? Making a mountain out of a molehill here, aren't you? Oi, Asane.
うん、兄。
You got it. Annie. What? Fuck. What do we fucking do? I don't know, man. Get out a medkit. Medkit. Some bandages. Huh?
どうしよう、どうする、ダメージだよ、負傷だよ、傷だよ、後に引きずるダメージって何？後遺症とか残っちゃったらどうする？7つ死んだら生きがいを失う。
Seriously, what the hell do we do now? She's hurt and damaged and injured, and she may have lasting effects from that injury. What if she dies? I wouldn't be able to go on. Arg. Vibrates aggressively. In panic, or whatever.
あの二人とも？
Earth 2 siblings Tachibana?
こういうの、朝ちゃんネットで見たことあるよ。悪い病気の初期症状だったりするんだ。体は限界のサインを出しているんだけど、無理して過労死してしまったりとか。
I read about the shit online. It's a bad omen. It means her body could very well be at its limit. Like there's people on the record who've died from overwork who showed symptoms like this. Well, the rank 1 slut in school surely wouldn't just... you know... I feel like she has a little bit more stamina than this. You're being a little silly. Asa-chan, but I get the concern though. Nobody lies on the internet. The internet is always right. Who would ever? I wouldn't. Probably.
このまま無理をしたら唐突死ぬ可能性だってあるな。
Do you think that if she exerts herself, she might just suddenly drop dead? Just sit here and rest. We need hot compressors and ice.
それよりも横にした方がいいでしょ。強化で足を高くしてそれから氷枕、アイシング。
No, eye her down. She should be on her back, legs up, head on a cold pillow, and get some ice.
なんでそんなに私を冷やしたいのよ。いや、ほんとただのふらつきだから。
Oi, maybe you're the ones who need to chill. Look, I'm fine. I just feel a little unsteady. Don't move. Nanase. Hold it. Hold it or whatever, huh? Hi. You move and I'll fucking kill you. Nani?
どちらにしろ死ぬのだわ。
I'm dead either way, huh?
とりあえず今日は安静にしててください。家事は全部私がやりますから。
Alright, you just rest there. I'll take care of everything.
朝ちゃん、そんなに気を使ってくれなくても。
Asa-chan, I appreciate the thought, but you really don't need to.
というわけだから兄、やれ。
You hurt her, bro. You do it. I thought this was your idea, you little shit. Well, either way, that's how it's gonna be. You will rest until you get your legs back. Until you get your legs back? Nani? So do not move a goddamn muscle, bitch.
二人とも。わかった。好きにしてよ。もう。
Guys, whatever, just do what you want, I guess. She finally gives in, takes off her apron and lies down on the sofa. Okay. There you go. Nanase, dinner's ready. Come and... oh no. Come and die with us. When the people on sea sick and dizzy, and then back on land to recover. Yush. I get the idea, but like, come and get your land legs back? Huh? I feel like that's usually said in a different way, or like, I don't know. Might just be a me thing. But yeah. Dizzy and all that kind of stuff. Of course. Get a grip. But yeah, time to eat. Time to lose all kinds of grips, huh?
はいはい。すぐ行くから。
Oh yeah, okay. Coming. Hey, I told you not to move. Come on, lean on me.
いいわよ、それくらい。普通に歩けるし。
Hey man, come on, I can at least walk. Just let me take care of you for today, alright?
そう。
If you insist.
じゃーん、晩ご飯完成しました。食べてください、七瀬さん。
That one's good. That one's good, nice and simple. And if you get this one down, then that's a good one. But
じゃーん、晩ご飯完成しました。食べてください、七瀬さん。
yeah. Jan. Bangohan. Nanase-san. Plus minus a couple of words. Dinner served. Eat up, Nanase. Funny you say that when I don't remember you helping.
朝ちゃんだってお皿並べたりお皿眺めたり頑張ったし。
Hey man, I set the table and I supervised. Shit's hard work, you know. Really, watching me cook is hard work.
ああ、これはなかなか独特な味付けね。
Nom nom. This has quite an interesting flavor to it. Just be honest and tell me it tastes like dog ass.
まあまあ、頑張ったということで、努力賞。
Now, I would say you deserve an A for effort at least. Flattery will get you nowhere. Here, some warm tea. You get enough? Want anything else? We've got dessert if you would like.
ありがとう。太るからいいわ。サンキュー。
Thanks for the offer, but I don't want to put on weight, so I will pass. Does anything hurt? You want a shoulder rub or something?
ほんとそこまでしてくれなくていいんだけど。
You really don't need to go this far. I told you, I'm taking care of you today, so just be good, chill out and accept it.
って言われても。
Easy for you to say.
お腹いっぱい。朝ちゃんにもお茶。
Pah! Damn, I'm stuffed. Bro, make me some tea too. You are too needy, you little shit or whatever. Okay.
もうダメ。今日は慣れないことして疲れた。私お風呂入りたい。
Sigh. Shit's too much. Today was weird and I'm fucking bushed, bro. I wanna take a bath. Then, go for it.
やだ。兄がお風呂に入れてくれなきゃやだ。連れてって。着替えを出して、その上で出てきたら体を拭いて頭よしよしして。
Aren't you supposed to jump up, carry me to the bath, undress me, scrub me down and pat my head? God damn it. There, you fucking hopeless, you know that?
わーい、抱っこ。おい、キリキリ歩け。
Yay. Onward, my faithful steed. Or whatever. Keep that up and I'll tiger drop your ass. At least someone's keeping the wrestling spirit alive. I unceremoniously toss her into the bathroom and return to the living room, mildly disgusted. Oi. You'd literally just had to carry her to the bathroom. Why are you disgusted, man? Sorry, Nanase. She's always like that after dinner. Nanase?
いや、別にいいけど。
Hmm? Oh yeah, it's nothing. It looks like she's shrinking slightly into her chair. It's a little unusual to see. She's clasping her hands with a strange look. What's going on?
ねえ、ジュン、やっぱりお茶もらおっかな。
Say, June, I think I'll take you up on that tea after all. Yeah, sure. Here, drink it while it's hot.
ありがとう。あと、食器片付けてくれない？
Thanks. Also, can you put away the tableware? Of course. I was just getting to that. I will take care of it.
それでね、そう、棚。そこの棚をきれいにしてほしい。
And, that shelf. I would like you to clean that shelf. Shelf? Where the pots and pans are? Yikes, that's a lot of dust. I will wipe it down.
うん。それと、ほこりも取ってくれない？
Yeah, could you take care of the dusting? On the floor. I'll get a broom then. What is this? Is Nanase having me handle the cleaning?
そうね。そんなもんでいいかも。
Yeah, that should do it. Bure. Te? Huh? What's wrong with her? She gives me a slightly troubled frown. Hey, what's wrong, Nanase?
私も運んで。
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Can you carry me too? Hehe. Huh? What do you mean?
今日は甘えてもいいんでしょ？だったら運んでよ。
Well, you told me to let you take care of me today, right? So, carry me. Like, in league? Or like, what are you talking about here, man? Huh? The fuck is she asking me? What the hell? Did she see me carrying Asa and get jealous? She's an only child after all. Alright, alright. How about I take you over to the couch? Alright, raise your arms.
バンザーイ。
Banzai! Hika banzai! Oh! Help. They put my arms around her back and lift her up. Holy shit, she's way heavier than Asa.
あ、ごめん。重い？
Come. Am I heavy? You've got a bit of meat on your bones. But don't worry, I lift. I shift her around until I've got a good hold on her. Put your arms around my neck. If I drop you, your condition will only get worse. Okay. I hold her tight. As soon as I do that, I tense up. Uh-oh. I think I figured out why she's harder to carry. It's all that darn jewelry, man. Bitch is carrying gold bars around her neck, man. Holy heck. Since Nanas has got bigger what now? Oh my me. Since Nanas has got bigger boobs, her center of gravity is farther from my body. Think. What? How is he carrying her? Like boobies pressed against the back? Or like, I mean... She told her to lift her arms up, so I'm assuming he grabbed her from behind. Which then would make sense because you have like him, woman, and then boobies even further away. Okay, I think I get it. I was like, what? The center of gravity is further away? Huh? But don't worry. I lift, or whatever. Yeah, physics. Physics or whatever. Stop. Just don't think about it. Too late. I already did. Whoops. I'm just taking care of her. I've done this exact thing for Asa plenty of times. Yosha! There you go. Are you satisfied? Yeah. That's good. Well, it's no biggie, so just let me know if you need more. Can you put me in the bath too? Huh? Food? Bath? That's 2 out of 3. Help? Virginity in danger. Also, someone has a clear preference for Rei. Brown hair Evesco. Asani and Hinami. Haremi. Interesting, I didn't know about Rei. Rei from the Rei and Ran Chan duo. Tag team duo. Naruhodo. But yeah, Ofuro. Huh? What? Just kidding. That was a shock. Don't joke about that. I bet she's never made a joke like that before. This behavior is so out of character for her that it's getting me flustered. Oi oi. Praise me too. Oi oi. Also, no, it's not the Rinran duo, it's Rei is the childhood friend with Hinami, yeah. Again, thank you, author man, for all of this, but also like, fuck you for being like, names. 1, 2, 3, that's gonna do. What could the names be? What could the names be? Rinranrei, surely that's fine. No confusion to be had here. Yeah. Whatever, man. Good job. Oi, oi. But yeah, she is the Reizin Toka Desu Top G, the second in command, or whatever. Yeah. The one that makes sure that no one's running in the hallways and stuff. No ruptured balance on her watch, please. That aside, someone wants praise. Which is, damn. Not getting a bath, but now we want praise. Plus, the bath would have been so peak, man. Because, like, oi, ain't no way Asa who just went in there is already done. And now you're eating the slut in there. Okay. That's literally the Shironagasu Island dynamic duo situation yet again, except one of the 4 characters involved probably isn't as hyped for a Sampi as one of the other characters here. whereas all of the other characters involved are probably kind of like, I mean, yeah, whatever. Go off or whatever. Queen. Hehe. Praise you. What?
さっきアサちゃんのことをよしよしってしてたじゃない。だから私も褒めて。
You were petting Asa-chan's head earlier. Yoshi Yoshi. So, can you praise me like that too? For a second, I thought it was another joke. However, the look on her face says otherwise. She even looks a little dejected when I hesitate. Or maybe... No, that's not quite it. She's being needy. This is unconscious. She's our team spearhead. She's able to keep her cool and stay reliable, no matter the situation. It's understandable that she would get burned out sometimes, especially after a large-scale operation like yesterday. If it can affect her physically like this, it makes sense that it would affect her emotionally as well. Yoshi Yoshi. Erai. Well done, Nanase. I pet her head the same way I did for my sister. You're always working harder than anyone. You're really something else. Haha. It's working though. It's working though. She nods slightly. Awkward silence. Still, she keeps her eyes open in an embarrassed squint. She blushes slightly, looking a little happy. Yippee! Oh. Phew. Even at night, it's so damn hot. Having escorted Nanase home, I am on my way back. I'm alone, walking down a deserted street. I walk a lonely road. Karaoke time. This is the perfect time for me to plug, once again, probably, Karaoke Iko. I've watched the movie, and I think that came before the anime adaptation, which is just 5 episodes long. And the first 4 of them are basically the movie, supposedly, allegedly. I don't know, I haven't seen that one yet. And the 5th one's an original, would probably recommend, even without having seen it. The movie though. What? Anyway. Nanase is still feeling the effects of her injury, but she seems like she will be fine. Considering I got hit hard enough to be knocked out, I feel remarkably okay. I had to use that fucking thing again though. I stare at my palms. Not at the sky as one might have expected. Strangely though, I don't feel the wariness that I did last time. When I used it before, it almost took me off my feet. This time though, I was able to walk just fine, even right after using it. Maybe I'm just getting used to it. I don't want that. I don't just feel intense fatigue after using it. I also feel overwhelming self-loathing and guilt. It's a violation of my principles, a deviation from my chosen path. The path of a true mighty warrior. Surash Samurai. Or whatever. I never wanted to have sex with anyone besides the person I would spend the rest of my life with. It's a proud virgin's creed. I know I didn't really have a choice under the circumstances, but that doesn't matter. Even if I couldn't have beaten the student council president any other way, it doesn't matter. I beat her, but at the cost of my dignity. The flawless, charismatic student council president who the FS follow like worker bees. That's right. I know, that's right. I'm just the leader of some piddly little anti-copulation front. But still, fighting the good fight of, you know, some kind of force. Yet I was able to defeat our greatest foe. I scored one against her and took her down. Ha! Yeah. Soap Nike. My favorite characters are Nanase and Green Hair FS Girl. Toka, Green Hair. Stocks go apart in sequel. Oh, yeah, that's a good reminder. This has a sequel, by the way. Which is running shivers down my spine. Oh my goodness, it's been 17 episodes. And I now just remember that there still is a chance that this shit actually gets a second season. And if they even just announce that, I'm not going to watch that shit until they release it and it's completely finished. Which could be like up to 2, if not way more years from now. Oh, Jesus. Highly unlikely. Maybe. Perchance. Anyway, Junnosuke, you were monologuing or something. Go off, King. Tell me all about it. What is this sensation? This indescribable feeling? The fact that I used my own power to overcome that prim-faced girl. The reality that I used my own strength to put her in her place. I did that. All you, buddy, all you. It's almost like I feel a sense of superiority over her. Beat her in a 1v1. I mean, yeah, sure. Okay. Huh. Determination. Or whatever. I look up at the sky. Nice. The stars silently twinkle far above me. Cool. Uh-oh.
つまり島に紛れ込んでいるヤクザを一掃するまで例の少女について SHO は動けないと。
Junnosuke corruption arc. Monka. Yeah, so much for being a pure virgin. Now we're like... Huh. I put that bitch in her place, huh? Oh, okay, buddy. Maybe you are a little bit of a villain. Calm down, man. Calm down. Anyway, so as long as there is still a Yakuza presence on the island, the SHO are unable to make moves to find that girl. Nanny? But you were able to raid them. Why wouldn't you be able to make moves to find her? Again. And why do you need to make moves to find her if you know that she's been in contact with a certain organization?
どうやら裏風俗潰しの方に SHO の人員を割いているようで、少女探しに人を回せないそうです。
There she is. The rank 1 of the R triumvirate, or whatever. How do you pronounce that? I don't know. But yes, it appears that the SHO forces are fully dedicated to rooting out and eliminating the illegal sex trade, and have none to spare to find her.
なるほど。その間、フミノの一件はこちらに任せると、そういうことね。
なるほど。So, in other words, they want us to take care of the search in the meantime.
手のいい仕事の押し付けです。 上層部は一部を取り逃がした SS に責任転嫁しているのでしょう。ち、天下りの役人風情が。
Interesting. Put nicely, yes. Put not so nicely, they're forcing this work on us. I'm guessing the top brass blame the FS for losing her. It stinks of executives shifting blame, if you ask me. Executives. Sounds like weird, stinky old men. Those that I have yet to see. Though, yeah, would prefer to see other things instead. Yeah.
しかし人浦様はなぜあの裏風俗潰しにあれほどまでに躍起に。
Still, why is Governor Hitora suddenly so desperate to bring down some illegal sex ring?
あの人にもいろいろと思うところがあるのでしょう。
He does have his own problems to deal with. Also, yeah, that does sound a little weird. Why would he be so hell-bent on stopping some illegal sex ring? What? Huh? So silly. That's not a priority. Instead, we should talk about increasing the potency of our Kingdom Shootdown Master Tournament aphrodisiac strength increases or whatever. Make that shit strong and put some more. Put some weed in that, maybe. Mix in what Coke did. Mix in some Coke, man. Give him the good stuff. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. More important problems.
どうかなさいましたか、トーカ様。
Is something the matter, Toka-sama?
いえ、厄介事を押し付けられたのはどっちなのかしらと思ってね。
No, I was just wondering who here is really having work forced on them.
とりあえずお疲れ様。みんなにはしっかりと休養を取るように言っておいてね。休日出勤手当については私が申請しておくから。
Anyway, good work. Please tell everyone to take a well-earned rest. I will do what I can to get them overtime pay for working on the weekend too.
は、承知しました、トーカ様。失礼します。
Yes, understood, Toka-sama. Please, excuse me.
まさかあんな隠し玉を持っているだなんて予想もしなかったな。
I never thought you would have such an exquisite set of jewels.
ますますわからない人、読めない人。けど、それゆえに気になって仕方がない。
Oh no. She's going to be enabling him. Help. The more I know you, the less I understand you. Definitely someone I can't read, but that makes me all the more curious.
とても楽しくなってきたな。さあ、あなたをもっと理解させてください。
Things have definitely gotten interesting. I do hope you will permit me to understand you more.
ねえ、先輩。
ねえ、先輩。えへへへ。Whoa. Flashback time. It was just before the dark days of summer when I first met him. Who are we? And who is him? It's not me. I know that much. But,
私の名前は片桐七瀬。あんたは転校生よね。
My name's Junnosuke Tachibana. What's yours? you are that transfer student guy, right? So it's Nanase and Junnosuke Tachibana. Junnosuke Tachibana. From first impressions, he seemed to be quite a timid boy. He wouldn't look me in the eyes when talking, and quite frankly, he seemed pretty spineless.
まあ学園のドスケベセックスも悪くないけど、私くらいになっちゃうと物足りないっていうか。
I mean, perverted sex at school isn't bad, but it's nowhere near enough for me. You dig?
子供のお遊戯セックスっていうか、だから授業サボって濃厚なセックスをってどうかしたの？
I guess it's kinda like child's play for me, so I decided to skip class for some more serious action. Wait, what's wrong? It's nothing. He was quite clearly more of an introvert and didn't have very much to say to me. Looking back, it had only been a few months since he had lost his parents at the time, so I supposed it was only natural. I tried to continue the conversation, but he ran off.
恥ずかしがり屋なのかしら。
Perhaps he's just shy? As I watched him running, that was the thought that crossed my mind. But a few hours later, I realized that was just my misunderstanding. Who? I knew I had some sort of connection with him, from memories I had of way back when. Ooh, way back when. And she does remember him? Somehow? Maybe? Childhood friend angle coming back into play? Maybe? But both of you are like transfer students. I don't know, seems a little weird. But tell me all about it, please. So I figured I'd go ahead and try to talk to him again. I took a walk around the classrooms after school, looking for him, not even thinking about the risk in doing so. By sheer coincidence, I ran into him while he was being pestered for intercourse by Miss Sayaka. The usual, basically. That was how I found out he had been avoiding sex. I didn't exactly expect a thank you from him or anything, but still. Shut the fuck up, you filthy slut. Patu. Are all the people living on this fucking island nothing but a bunch of sex-crazed, fuck-witted demons? I never expected him to say all that to me either. You stupid cocksucker. I was so taken aback, I couldn't even get a word in edgewise. He spewed every ounce of his anger and venom at me, and then ran off. I will never, ever, fuck. Yeah, about that, Lamau. That exclamation echoed his own inner torment.
何だったのかしら。
What was that all about? Though even when I asked myself that, it was still in line with what I expected.
まあ、こんな格好になっちゃってるしね。
Well, I guess I should have anticipated it would end up like this. You do kinda miss old Junnosuke just going around insulting everyone. I feel like if there were more scenes of him just being out and about, he probably would be doing more of that. But yeah, it's been a little bit since we last called Nanase the S, B, or W slurs. For sure. But yeah. get what you mean, get what you mean. Old Junnosuke was more like, damn. Kinda skitzing out about everything that's going on, in a way. I just lowered my gaze and put on my usual wry smile. After all, I had been pretty skilled at giving up and accepting things for as far back as I could remember. Like, when I didn't get to buy the book I wanted. What? Like, when my poor eyesight got me kicked out of the athletic clubs. Eh? Like, when I was forced to look after my grandparents. Like, when my parents were too weighed down with work to attend Parents' Day at school even once. Like, when I was told I had to transfer to this island. Oh gee. Maybe it's just in my nature to take all the shit life throws at me lying down. But what if? I couldn't talk to him anymore. Even while I accepted the possibility, deep down it still felt sad to think about. I started working for the housekeeping service so I could have some spending money, and also to just have something to do with my time. Even with all the young people coming to Seton Island, the population is definitely still on the downturn. Well, yeah. If everyone's using condoms and the ladies are all in the pill, I mean. So much for plap, 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 get pregnant, get pregnant, get pregnant, get pregnant. Not like this man. SMH. SMH. What was his name again? Mr. Politics Man? Insert silly meme or whatever, would be disappointed or whatever. I don't know. But yeah. So, while it's called a housekeeping service, in reality it's more like being a caretaker for the elderly. There were certainly better part-time jobs to take, but anything with young people involved carried a high risk of being coerced into sex. And besides, since I had experience with this sort of thing, it was the best fit for me anyway. Underscore EN reference. Yes. That's kinda what that is, I guess. Hitora, no, a real-life politics man. Got shot politics man. You know, the memes where everyone's always like, have sex. Very nice. And then it's that politics guy. Ah yes, Shinzo Abe. That's right, that's that guy. I don't really get, like, where all of that is coming from, but I don't really have to get it, right? It just is how it is. But I guess that was probably part of his, like, politics type stuff. So for him, this too would be a disaster because, yeah, unlimited sex island works. But then, like, everyone's using contraception though. No. Nay. Hitora-san, you actually managed to pull this off. A true masterpiece when it comes to repopulating this country. But then you do this shit and it's like, oh, you ruined it. No way. But yeah, I don't know. Kinda funny, so whatever. My face when I explained the joke. But yeah. And besides, since I had experience with this sort of thing, it was the best fit for me anyway. The housekeeping stuff. So when the first request I got came from the new development area and not the hillside settlement, I definitely felt a little anxious. I thought about turning it down, but when I saw the house the request had come from, I was naturally pretty shocked. It couldn't be. Or could it? After all, that house had to have changed hands a long time ago. That stuff was all in the past. And then the door opened.
Oh.
Oh. Moshi boss. Katagiri Housekeeping Services. No, say my name. Urk. It's the whore. Oh no. When I saw him standing in the doorway, I didn't even know what to say. The distance between us gradually diminished over time. I'm surprised a slut like you could be that much of a quickwit. I'll kick you in the shins, asshole. Though there was still a degree of misunderstanding. Still, it wasn't a bad kind of relationship. I think we slowly managed to foster a new friendship. But that still didn't mean all the cards were on the table.
昔ここに住んでた時のこと、友達がいなかったって言ってたけど。
You said you didn't have any friends when you lived here many years ago. I really don't have many fond memories of that time. So I'd rather not talk about it.
ごめん。もうこれ以上は聞かないから。
Oh, sorry. I won't pry into it any further then.
昔のことは口にしない。だからごめんなさい。
I won't bring up the past anymore. ごめんなさい. Once I start hesitating with something, I can't bring myself to go any further with it. Maybe it's a bad habit of mine, or maybe it's just in my nature. I can't say for sure. He even made a comment to me once. Something along the lines of how I wasn't the type to correct people's misunderstandings. He's absolutely right about that. That's why I haven't been able to tell him about the one past connection between us. Who? That one past connection? Between the two of them? Though he seems to be much the same as me. I don't think there's ever been a time where he spoke in his mind to me. On top of that, it will be summer soon. On Ceylon Island, in more than one sense, it's the hottest season of the year. Plus, it's a fact that she likes girls. Talking about Asa-chan? Huh. Good job, Mr. Streamer. When you talked to me about Asa, he was staring off into the distance. No, not just that. He seemed to have a pained expression on his face the whole time. I'm going to protect my pride and my sister's identity, no matter what. That's the plan, and I have every intent of succeeding. However, there were many times where he would suddenly hold back that pained expression of his. Since I was always staring at his face, even that sort of subtle change was something I noticed. It was like he was trying to repress some sort of awful memory he had. So every time I saw him doing that, I would end up almost wanting to cry myself. And then we both stumbled into that underground base. You, young one who came running into this place, is that not what you wish for? Old man, huh? Is that not what you truly desire? Not to merely run from the enemy, but to be gifted the means to fight back against them. After all those days of just running around and being chased, that was the moment everything changed. Jun? The moment where, after struggling for so long not to succumb to the depths of despair, a glimmering ray of hope appeared. Yes, of course. The moment where I saw his eyes aflare with all that familiar determination of his. I will destroy the SHO. In that moment, I decided I was going to help him out, no matter what. And then crush the perverted sex law. I felt it from the bottom of my heart. Oh. Ranchi time. Yippee! Guess that was a little bit of a recap, and not so much backstory. But they are once again hinting and teasing some crucial plot points hidden within the character's past that I really would like to know about, but still don't. Grr. Very angry me. I'm sure they will have to tell me at some point, probably. But I wonder. Maybe there shouldn't being some sort of hidden connection between some of the characters in the past is enough in and of its own. Yum yum. I wonder. But okay, lunchtime. One more final part, and then I guess that's it for today again, huh? Although, I wonder. I mean, if anything, a recap isn't really something that you would end on, right? That would be something that you start on, so... Unlucky. Guess we're going to replay that one next time. Nah. But I guess that's nice though. Just like a slap in the middle, quick little recap of how we met Nanase Katagiri, and then some of her views on things and like how shit you know, was out of her perspective. Most interesting and insightful. Not really, but please, at some point, surely. But yeah, for the last few days, I have been playing daily visits. Oh, I have been paying daily visits to the secret base. Who? Who is this? Still Nanase? But the sepia filter is off, so it's not a Nani? Of course, there is a reason for that. It's so I can see that girl, Fumino. For her own safety, I'm having her stay in the base for as long as is feasible. Huh. That was bad. It's more like a deep exhale and not like a huh, 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 yeah. That's yeah. There are still so many mysteries surrounding her. I need to bring to light whatever I'm able to. If we are to change the status quo, there are things we need to know. But what could there be that we need to know? Someone is not seeming all too confident about this one, huh? But what is with this feeling of unease? I can't quite put it into words. Oi, Fumino-chan. Mind dropping some law, please?
Tachibana-sama.
Tachibana-sama? Okay. Also, I don't need an explanation for this one, but I can already tell. And you should be able to as well. We have the invisible ninja, the too young to be touched loli. The guy who's simply just doing his best and apparently conceals his identity, allegedly. And the #1 pretend slut on the entire island. And now joining the fray, obviously. I'm not all too sure how this works exactly, but lady who poses as male. Does that help her with getting around? Has to. Otherwise, what would be the point? I wonder. I say after saying, I don't need an explanation for this one. Good job, streamer. Good job.
こんにちは。どうかなさいましたか?
Konnichiwa. Is something wrong? No. I don't really have anything in particular to discuss. I was just wondering if, something was bothering you?
いえ、何不自由なく従前な生活をさせていただいております。
No, nothing is bothering me. I'm able to live my life perfectly fine. That's great and all, but wasn't really talking at this large of a scale here, you know? 'Cause I mean, you seem to be pretending to be a boy, which is like, you know, you wouldn't do that if there wasn't something going on, right? Haha. Ever since the incident of her abduction, she's been living here in the underground base. Apparently, the place where she was living before was destroyed. I don't know where she was living since then, but she can't exactly go back there. The base is well equipped for long-term stays, so I can't imagine she would want for much. Plus, there are like 5 other people who could just restock things for her, so even if it wasn't stocked, we could just provide for her. Which would surely be in our patrons' best interest as well. You know.
危惧に関して取り計らっていただきまして、改めてお礼申し上げます。
Please allow me to express my gratitude once again, and to assure you that I am able to take care of myself as required here. Okay. Oh, no. There's no need. Once again, she's bowing deeply to me, and I find myself bowing in return. Holy shit. This is, awkward.
いかがなさいましたでしょうか。私の顔に何か。
Is something the matter? Is there something on my face? No, it's nothing. Please, feel free to sit. Think of this as your home and make yourself comfortable. Stay away from the box though. That one's reserved for my sister. That's not yours to sleep in. Just letting you know, you know?
いえ、このまま立っております。
Nope. I would prefer to keep standing. Alrighty then. Despite her expressionless face, she still exudes that strange aura. She's aloof and her armor is impervious. She's got a certain elegance about her, and instinctively I feel like I should be serving her. It's a wildly different kind of charisma from that of the student council president. You are wearing boys' clothing again. Do you always?
はい。これより
授業に戻らなければなりませんので。
Hi. However, I have to return to class. It never even occurred to us that you would be coming to school dressed as a boy. No wonder we didn't have any luck tracking you down.
大変お手数をおかけしたようで申し訳ございません。
Whoa. Tadesuyo? What? That was kinda crazy.
大変お手数をおかけしたようで申し訳ございません。
What the? That doesn't even sound like a simple I'm adding this for honor speaks. That sounds like a triple double type deal. Like, whoa. Holy. But yeah, I'm terribly sorry for causing you so much inconvenience. Still, why boys' clothing? It's going pretty far for a disguise.
私は戸籍が男性のものになっておりますので。
I've been put in the family register as a male. As a male. I guess that's why even after hacking the SHO data center, we couldn't find any record of you. Just like that, one mystery is solved. End of discussion. Still, even if her mouth stays shut, her red eyes seem to speak volumes. Even as she just stands there, she's got a commanding presence. I'm sure I've seen you somewhere before. She gives me an inquisitive look. However, she says nothing. No, I don't know. Never mind. If there's one thing I've learned about her over the last few days, it's that she's a girl of few words. She gives the minimum response to any question she's asked. It's probably just déjà vu, but as a result, it's not very satisfying communication. I can't shake the feeling that we've met before, a long time ago. Maybe. But isn't Fumino, like, supposed to be like at least 2-ish years younger than Junnosuke? And if they met quite a long time ago, then damn. I don't know. But apparently everyone kinda like, I feel like I know you. Yeah. Yeah. I was expecting another yeah, but okay. I take a step forward, and she takes a step backwards. Is it just my imagination, or is she avoiding me? The physical distance she maintains between us seems to represent how our souls are separated. Still, she doesn't speak. Nothing is being conveyed. My fundamental questions continue to go unanswered, and we still haven't heard from the old man. We have reached a standstill, or whatever. Where do we go from here? I don't know. I know. The hallways. Sixth period today is an unscheduled sex class. Unscheduled obviously meaning it was supposed to be some kind of class. But then, you know, someone started doing the nasty with the teacher, and then, yeah. Things usually tend to go kind of, well, not really downhill, but like, in a different direction from that point on. You know. Yeah. Oh. Well, okay. got at least a little bit of use of my funny button, I guess. God damn it. You can't only teach us sex and call it a fucking day. Normally there's only supposed to be one sex class per week, but they like to throw in extra ones here and there like this one. The sex classes don't follow any set curriculum, from what I can tell. Again, they, I mean, there is one. I know that much, but, they also just happen, like random events, you know? As if, you know, hehe. Meme slideshow enjoyer. RIP. Yeah. Unfortunate. But here, well, while nothing is going on, why not? Yeah. I could have gotten used to it if it did have a curriculum. But such changes to class content are hard to respond to. Seriously, give me a fucking break here. Phew. Now I just gotta kill time. Somehow. First order of business should be to get back to base. I should try to get some intel out of her. After all, everything we've heard tells us that she's the key to getting rid of the perverted sex law. However, I've got this strange unease lurking deep down that I just can't place. No matter how things turn out, I would love to have some say in where we end up. Otherwise, we lose the only card we've got up our sleeve.
あら、こんにちは、先輩。
Ora? Oh my. Konnichiwa, senpai. Moshi moshi. Reisein-sama. I suppose, as class president, we are showing her that kind of honor, perchance? No? No, we would probably just... That's a good question. How do you address someone who's younger than you, but also, like, has a superior standing to you? I mean, they would probably just be like, class, no, not class press, but like, you know, school president or whatever, and that's it, without any extra, like, honorifics or anything. But yeah, again, like, yo, where's your cape? Hehe. Yeah. The door before me suddenly opens to reveal the student council president. That's what it was, student council president. Busy Toka-sama. An ever so casual encounter. The expression on her face is the same as always. An intense chill runs down my spine.
本当に変なところばかりでお会いしてしまいますね。先輩は今日もサボりなんですか?
It feels like we always run into each other in the strangest places, don't you think? Are you skipping class again? There's only one difference. A close look even skimpier than usual. Oh my knee. He's pointing it out too, he's literally... And it is true. How does she do it? Why does her why does her cape make her look so dressed? No coat toka is too strong. Indeed. And if there's one other thing that I dare point out, her bikini top. The straps here are quite, I mean, you know, they fit in with the green quite well. But she also has like the red bow, or hair tie band device. Tehe. But it doesn't really go that well together with the white bluish school uniform, FS uniform, issued just bikini top bra type deal thing. No one could say, if this were to get a live action adaptation, that these would be leather straps, because that's just the kind of support that she really needs. Which, you know, in that case, why not, I suppose. But otherwise, interesting. Or whatever. That said though, you get some very nice whatever this is. And I mean, you see your tummy all the time, that's not really but the sides, I feel like, you know, I hear there are people who like a good bit of ribcage. Hey. Except, I mean, but I suppose this works for them, surely. Moving on though. Hey. Her clothes look even skimpier than usual. Yes. I can't manage to get any words out. I have so much to say, but I can't make myself voice any of it.
ですがダメですよ。そんな不真面目な態度をとっては、それでは。
You should be more diligent when it comes to your studies.
自分が悪い人間であると公言しているようではありませんか。ね。
You wouldn't want to draw attention to yourself as a poor student, would you? Is this her overwhelming aura at work again? She may have ambushed me, but I have defeated her before. She's just a girl, and she's younger than me.
そんな驚いた顔をなさらず。あ、そうだ。また生徒会室に遊びにいらっしゃいませんか？
No need to be so surprised. Oh, I know. Why don't you come to the student council room again? Wink wink. Surprised. Maybe a bit of an overstatement though.
こんなところでサボっていたら誰かに見つかってしまうかもしれませんし。いかがでしょう、先輩?
You don't want to be seen skipping class out here, right? How about it, senpai? There it is again. I never should have expected I could put one over on her. She already knows exactly who I am. It's already too late. Okay. Why not just go back to class? Oh well. I can already tell that refusing isn't an option. Aye. But at least this room does look kind of nice, I guess. Huh? They have this fancy carpet, which is cool. Same for, not a carpet, but basically a carpet on the wall as well. Yippee! A walled scroll of sorts. As expected, the student council room is empty when we enter. I sit opposite her. Kaicho. Kaicho. Yes. After a few minutes, the feeling of intimidation passes. Now I'm just sitting across from my nemesis, wearing her usual wrap. Now that you know who I am, why haven't you cracked down on me? It's my big, burning question. The raid was a few days ago now. Coming to school since then, I've been intensely wary of my surroundings, but everything just went on as before. How anticlimactic. The FS weren't even paying us any extra attention. Even the disciplinary committee chief was the same as always. It's like that day didn't even happen. Before anything, I want to hear your explanation. I try to remain as calm as possible. It's fine, right? I shouldn't be the only one getting flustered here. After all, we have Fumino on our side. That gives us an ace in the hole, which the FS doesn't have.
まあまあそう焦らずに。紅茶はどうぞ。今日も何も入っていませんから安心なさってください。
Nani? Am I cooked, or does this have a crazy different art style to compared to before? I know it's like a special CG and all, but huh? I mean, she also has her hair slightly different, but huh? Not that I'm complaining, but like, it just looks different, you know. But yeah. Now, there's no need to be so hasty. Please, have some tea. I didn't put anything in it, so there's no need to worry. She brushes my question off with a smile as she places a teacup in front of me on the table. Bringing the cup to my mouth, I can feel the heat spreading out across my face. The temperature is perfect.
いかがでしょうか。今日も頑張って入れてみたのですが。
How is it? I took extra care to get it right again today. Yeah, it's nice. I'm sure it's some real fine tea. There's some sugar in it, so the flavor is a little lighter than last time. Honestly, I'd prefer a little more, but whatever. The warm tea is invigorating. I can't allow myself to be misled by her. I'm not going to fall behind. I need to seize the initiative. Nice tea. Classy dishware. Did you get these at the island's expense too?
それは私の私物です。実家から持ってきたものなんです。
These are mine. I brought them from home. A treasured family heirloom, one could say. Is that so? So you've got the financial resources to get stuff like this then? The very epitome of envy for those below you. I'm sure Raizane is a high-class name, and your house must be filled with fine dishes like these, right?
残念ながらカップはこれだけです。私の部屋には何もありません。備え付けのベッドがあるだけです。
Unfortunately, these are the only of their kind that I own. My room is actually quite bare aside from the bed. What do you mean?
そのティーカップはいわゆる形見というものです。いえ、正しく言えば唯一の遺産といったところでしょうか。
That teacup is just a memento. Well, maybe it would be more accurate to call it my inheritance. That's a really sad inheritance, but she's chuckling about it. Her answer takes me totally off guard, and I just say what's on my mind. I was assuming we were from some high-class upbringing.
まさか。昔はどうやらそうだったようですが、私が生まれるよりずっと前に没落しました。
Of course not. Masaka. Apparently my family was like that once upon a time, but we fell from grace before I was born. Huh. Fell from grace.
ですからそれこそ極貧で、私と姉は両方とも奉公に出されたこともあるんですよ。興味時代錯誤ですよね。
We ended up utterly destitute, so my sister and I were forced into servitude. Destitute, servitude. All the same or whatever. Doesn't that seem strange to hear about today? Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe.
先輩はご存知でしょうか。先森という奉公人の一族があるんです。その筋では有名なのですが。
Have you heard of the Sakimori family and its employees? It's quite well known. I haven't, no. I'm guessing it's not something that commoners know about. The plan was to be... nanny? My plan was to be the one controlling the conversation, but since she brought up this unexpected topic, I find myself on my back foot.
私はそこで使用人としての修行を受けたことがあります。本当にいろんなことを仕込まれました。
They trained me as one of the employees. They educated me on all sorts of subjects, like perverted sex techniques. For example,
どうだったでしょう。もう昔のことですし、どうやって処女を散らしたかもおぼろげですから。
perhaps it was a long time ago now. I don't know when it was that I lost my virginity. Oh my goodness. Even though losing your virginity should be something precious.
ええ、SHO の性訓練の前日に自分で破いたような気がします。痛いと思ったのはそれが最初で最後ですね。
Yes, if memory serves, the day before I began SHO sexual training, I perforated it myself. It was the first and last time I remembered hurting. Grrr. Is that expression? Maybe. I don't know. He's getting a bit of the ick, I guess. I can't imagine the look on my face. Yeah. Losing one's virginity. Ugh. Disgusting. Filthy creatures. Non-virgins disgust me. Yikes. She laughs out loud. Lol. LOL. Hehe. I've been, I don't know, influenced to incorporate this within my typing sometimes, as of late. I don't know. It has something about it. But yeah.
ご神のために私、空手をやったこともあるんですよ。ご存知ですか？火山心眼流というのですが。
I also learned karate for self-defense. Have you heard of the Kazan Shingan style? I haven't. The way she's talking to me like we are old friends makes it hard for me to lead the discussion like I had planned. I'm sure you have excelled at everything you've ever done, right?
それが全然。何をやらせても全く上達しませんでした。先森の奉公人きっての落ちこぼれです。
On the contrary, I've always been a slow learner. Of all the Sakimori employees, I was the biggest failure.
姉の方は才能があったようで、今は多分どこかに奉公へ出ているのでしょう。もう7年近く連絡を取っていません。
My older sister, on the other hand, she was the one who excelled. I'm sure she's in the service to this day. It's been almost 7 years since I last heard from her. She sips her tea. Sip, sip, sip. She used to be a total failure. This girl with such an unusual presence and charisma. I can't picture it. Still, she seems like she's telling the truth. I mean, what would she stand to gain by lying? What does she stand to gain by telling me this in the first place? Still, even if you lost in the end, you were a very strong adversary.
あれはあんなもの戦闘技術ではありません。ただの手品です。いつか種明かしできる日が来るかもしれませんね。
That's not a combat technique. It's really just a trick. Maybe one day I'll even show you how it's done. Clearly, our definitions of trick are wildly different. To me, it's obviously some kind of powerful skill. If we fought again, I would definitely get my ass handed to me. What? So much for he's feeling superior to her. Yeah. Okay.
それに手品というのなら先輩の方こそとんでもない武器を隠し持っていたじゃありませんか。
In any case, speaking of tricks, you are the one who's carrying an impressive concealed weapon. What?
あれは本当に初めての経験でした。あの幾子が気を失うわけです。
I've never experienced something like that before. I'm sure that's what made Ikuko lose consciousness. Whoa. Ikuko. It's kind of interesting the way that she's mentioning her sometimes. Because she hasn't really appeared all that much at all. But they seem to be on pretty good terms, I guess. Because Reizane-sama is mentioning her now and then, you know. Considering the amount of times that we've seen her. Yeah. Is Ikuko that one woman per force? She even knows about that, huh? Any leader worth their salt's gonna have an ace up their sleeve.
それには同感です。お互い上に立つ立場としてなかなか大変ですね。
I conquer. You will no doubt agree that being in charge of others is quite a challenge. Just like that, she brushed off my attempt to make myself look tough. It's nothing to her. It's probably nothing to everyone else on the island too. Not for me though. The battle left deep scars on.
スレッジウォーは例のヤクザ組織と膠着状態にあります。
The SHO is currently in a deadlock with those Yakuza. What?
ですから余裕がない。第4の勢力にさらわれてしまった少女について調査はするリソースがないのです。
As such, they have no resources to spare in the investigation of the fourth group who ran off with the girl.
だから私たち SS にはもしも文野を発見した場合、独自の判断で動いてよいと命令が下っています。
Therefore, the FS have been given clearance to act independently in the event that we find her. Huh? I can't understand what she's saying at all. Why? Why are you telling me this?
なぜだって、どうしてそんなことを聞くんです？
Why? I could ask you the same. Why do you want to know? Stop being so fucking glib. You know goddamn well that we are the fourth group in these hostilities. You could just hand me in any fucking time you wanted. But she hasn't. It really doesn't seem like she has any plans to report me and my team. I can't get a read on her motives. So cut the crap. I don't have time to deal with your roundabout bullshit. Answer me now. What the fuck are you trying to... Something covers my mouth. It takes me a few seconds to realize that I'm being kissed. What? Oi. Okay. Nanny? Where's this coming from? And there's her tongue. She's going all the way. Oh no. Ugh. You... what the fuck's your story, huh?
そんなこと決まっているじゃありませんか。
I would have thought that to be readily apparent.
私、先輩にとても興味があるんです。
I am quite interested in you. Oh no. Huh?
私はあなたを知りたい。あなたのことがすごく知りたい。
Please don't. I want to get to know you well, so much so I can hardly bear it. Why? なぜだ?
だってあなたはこれ以上なく楽しくってそこが見えないんだもの。
Because there is nothing more interesting and mysterious to me than you. She puts her hand on my cheek.
セックスを嫌い、 ドスケベ条例を憎み、同調圧力を恨み、そして戦う道を選んだあなた。
You hate sex, you loathe the perverted sex law, you despise the pressure to conform, so you have chosen to fight. Exactly. So where's the mystery?
あなたには世界がどう見えているの？世間のことは、島のことは、住民のことは、仲間のことは。
What is your worldview? How do you see society, the island, its citizens, and your companions?
そして倒すべき敵のことは。
And perchance most importantly, how do you see the enemy you strive to defeat? Well, clearly, I hate you. And your non-virgin acts of sluttiness or whatever.
私は知りたい。あなたを実質したい。あなたのすべてを知ってしまいたい。
I want to know you, to understand you, every little thing there is to be known about you.
つまりは執着しているんです。先輩、あなたに。
Don't you see? I'm utterly obsessed with you, senpai. Chill runs down my spine. Whoa. Almost like the devil's whispering in my ear. Aye. Once the perverted sex class ends, school is over. Yes. Yes. And, well, it's still not midnight. That's the perfect time for me to call it quits. It's getting kinda rough and dicey already, and even I'm noticing it. Oh no. But still, as per usual, a good bit of progress and stuff, I guess. That said, the chapter title is not getting any more decipherable for me. Preppy bitch dro into the raise dialogue? The raise dialogue? That sounds like a boring chapter title, though. But that might just be what it is. It doesn't explain the previous one, but we had a little bit of a flashback / recap, so... Anyway. Not bad, not bad. Nothing too crazy has happened yet, once again. If I had to call it anything, I would probably go with a little bit more filler on this one again. Because, you know, we talked to Fumino, she's like, I don't know. We talked to Reisein-sama, and she's just like, And like, yeah, but your objectives have been made clear previously already. And as for Katagiri, I mean, yeah. But you didn't mention the thing you were supposed to. The important part. The plot. So I'm expecting this one to probably pull less views than my other videos. Ta-ta-ta. Well, that's what happens, I guess. But nah, I don't mind. What the hell? The raise dialogue number 2, probably. Could also be 1 or 3, maybe? Ooh. So there's multiple of them, is what you mean. Well, I don't see all of them. I only see the ones that I'm saving on, right? But yeah, we've had multiple dialogues with her already, so I can totally see that. But yeah, again, we had a little bit of the Sanpi gang time. They did some stuff together. Then we did some talks with the gang. We're like conversing about previous events, talking to Fumino, who unfortunately seems rather clueless for someone who's out and about with a sniper rifle, hunting down Yakuza and stuff. But okay. And then we talked to the equally as mysterious, maybe, Reizei-sama. Yeah. Interesting. I wonder if I remember that next time. Or if I just forgot again. But yeah. That's that for today. That's that for episode 17, huh? Not bad. How long has it been? Another like 2.5? Yosh. Good job, Emke. Good job. Very nice. But as per usual, most unfortunately, we once again stopped at a time where we don't even get background music. It pains me so. Why must they do me like this? Return to Steitel. Steitel. Steitel's clean.
みたいな島に住んでる私はどうすりゃいいですか?
Yes, exactly. But yeah, okay. I don't know. Updates on Clay stuffs. Still is what it is. Again, is mainly done for the most part. The general shapes and forms and parts and everything is all there. It's just finishing touches and making sure the parts actually get taped together properly and don't fall apart. Excuse my stupid. Other than that, yeah. I'm still thinking about what kind of silly Emke type offline content I can do. I have some stupid sillies to play. And I'm thinking about like a silly gamer type series where it's like I play a little bit of this, and then a little bit of this, and then a little bit of this, and then you have played like 3 different types of games, and then it's like, and that's how Emke is usually doing on average in the video games. I don't know. And at the same time, I'm of course completely overloading everything by also like working on my PhD and whatnot, and oh my goodness, what is this guy even doing? I don't know. I am shrimply doing. I am shrimply trying. But why? I don't know. It's for the experience. Or whatever, right? Probably. But yeah. Anyway. Let's be at Nukitashi episode 17. Full title, soon to be edited. Yeah, I wonder what that one's gonna be called. Always a little bit difficult with these ones. If there's no like major plot points happening. GG's joined for HSBG. Is this the YouTube equivalent to hey, buy viewers now at viewers.com on Twitch? Oh my goodness, bots these days. I do actually have that game now. I do. That took fucking ages to get. Wow, that was fun. But no, now it's like 5 minutes past midnight, and I was already mega dead when I started. I'll be more than happy if I manage to squeeze at like a handful of episodes of Nabari no O. Been watching a bunch of old anime lately, in case anyone cares. Bunch of good stuff. Bunch of really good stuff. Kinda surprised actually. Not by this one though. I've only watched like 4 episodes because I've just been dropping that time and time again, and I'm like, ah, what is Buddy doing? What is Buddy doing? Where's the history though? Not that anyone's gonna be able to work with this, but like, oh yeah, not like anyone's gonna be able to work with this one. Nobody know. Oh, doesn't even have an English translation. Good job, even though it's from 2008. Decent ratings, not even all that unknown, just slightly old. And then the previous 3 titles: Psycho Diver, Masho Bosatsu, like a 2-episode long, 45-minute short movie. Before that, Seiyuki Saigado, same type of deal, about 45 minutes of old short movie. And then before that, Relic Armor Legacium. Again, 45 minutes, you know the drill. But before that, and that one's actually the good one, Kaze no Yojimbo. 25 episodes of old, actual pretty goodness. 2001, 17,000 entries on Mal. Oh. Damn. Damn. I was like, damn. But yeah, that's that, and I don't know. Anyway. That's that, and that's me, and that's Emke. And Emke is now out. And is wishing everyone a happy good night. And again, Merry 1st of December. Well, now 2nd of December already. Still 22,000 days to go until Christmas, surely. But yeah, enjoy your nights and things you do, and I don't know. Again, watch anime, watch some cute VTuber ladies. Go and shrimp real hard for them, buy all the merch and stuff. You know the drill. Yeah, thanks for watching. Thankies for like, subscribe. Whatever else there is. Insert ending here or whatever. Emke over and out. See you probably on Wednesday. Yeah. Good night. Bye bye. Bye bye. See you next time.